Welcome back to the Pony Piston channel. So here's a question that's been getting a lot of attention lately. Can Toyota's brand new 2026 Baby Land Cruiser really stand up against the Land Rover Defender? Both of these names are legends in their own way. One is built on Toyota's history of reliability and toughness, while the other is Land Rover's flagship mix of adventure and luxury. Today, let's put them side by side, see how they compare, and figure out which one actually makes more sense for your lifestyle. Let's start with what you see first. The design. The Baby Land Cruiser comes in with a boxy, no-nonsense look that feels like a nod to Toyota's classic off-roaders. Think of those older Land Cruisers that could take a beating in the desert or the mountains. This new version is smaller but still carries that same DNA. It's the kind of SUV that looks tough even when it's parked in your driveway. The Defender, on the other hand, has gone through a big transformation over the years. The latest version keeps its rugged stance, but it's also much more refined. Smooth body panels, sleek LED lights, and a modern shape make it feel like an SUV that's just as comfortable pulling up at a fancy hotel as it is on a muddy trail. In short, the Baby Land Cruiser is more retro and rugged, while the Defender is modern and stylish. Under the hood, Toyota is expected to bring hybrid power to the Baby Land Cruiser. That's a smart move because it gives drivers decent fuel efficiency while still keeping enough power for weekend adventures. It's not going to be a sports car, but that's not the point. The focus is on dependability, so you don't have to worry about breaking down in the middle of nowhere. The Defender offers more choices. Depending on the market, you can get petrol, diesel, or even plug-in hybrid options. Some trims push impressive horsepower and torque, which gives it the edge in performance numbers. But keep in mind, more performance usually comes at a higher price and higher fuel costs. Toyota keeps it simple. Land Rover gives you options. Now this is where both SUVs really try to prove themselves. Toyota has built the Land Cruiser name on its ability to go anywhere, and the Baby Land Cruiser will be no different. Expect strong ground clearance, a capable four-wheel drive system, and a suspension that can take punishment. It's the kind of setup that doesn't need to be flashy. It just works. The Defender approaches it differently. Instead of relying purely on mechanical toughness, it adds advanced tech. Terrain response systems, hill descent control, and smart electronics that automatically adjust for mud, sand, or rocks. Imagine driving into a muddy trail. You just switch to the right mode, and the Defender figures out the rest. That makes it easier for less experienced drivers. The Baby Land Cruiser, meanwhile, might appeal more to people who like things simple and mechanical. Step inside, and the gap between these two grows even wider. The Baby Land Cruiser will likely keep things simple, hard-wearing materials, practical layouts, and just enough tech to get by. It's designed for people who don't want to worry about dirt, scratches, or complicated buttons. The Defender, though, feels like a luxury SUV on the inside. You get big digital screens, plush seating, high-quality materials, and plenty of safety tech. It's the kind of car where you can go camping on the weekend but also take your kids to school during the week without sacrificing comfort. For families or drivers who spend most of their time on the road, that makes a big difference. And now let's talk money. The Baby Land Cruiser is expected to be priced in a much more accessible range. Toyota wants to make the Land Cruiser name available to more people, and that's exactly what this model will do. You get the heritage, the toughness, and Toyota's reputation for reliability, all without paying luxury prices. The Defender, however, can get expensive quickly. The base trims might seem reasonable, but once you add options, bigger engines, and luxury features, the price climbs fast. That's not necessarily a bad thing if you want the extras, but it does put it in a different league compared to the Baby Land Cruiser. It's also fun to think about how these SUVs tie back to their history. The Baby Land Cruiser clearly draws inspiration from classic Toyota off-roaders. Boxy shape, rugged design. It's like Toyota saying, "We know what worked in the past, and we're bringing it back for today." The Defender, meanwhile, has gone through a reinvention. The old Defender was a bare-bones, no-nonsense machine. The new one still wants to keep that adventurous image, but it's also designed for modern comfort and style. Some old-school fans miss the simplicity, but plenty of new buyers love the upgrade. So where does that leave us? If you want a reliable, Affordable and tough SUV that sticks close to the roots of what a Land Cruiser should be. The baby Land Cruiser is the smart choice. It's built for people who value simplicity, durability, and straightforward off-road ability. But if you're someone who wants luxury, advanced technology, and a mix of rugged adventure with daily comfort, the Defender makes a strong case. It costs more, but you're getting a lot of features in return. At the end of the day, neither of these SUVs is better than the other. It really comes down to lifestyle. The baby Land Cruiser is perfect for purists and adventurers who want function over form. The Defender is for drivers who want to balance family use, city comfort, and off-road confidence in one stylish package. And that's what makes this comparison so interesting. Two legendary names, two very different approaches, and one tough decision for buyers.